Hi guys! So today we are finally getting both engines off of their respective cradles and trying to fit the Northstar onto the smaller Fiero cradle and modifying the places where the mounts are and stuff like that. So I guess we'll get going. And Mike?
Yes.
So we have decided to just go on and use the original Fiero cradle.
Well, yeah, that's the easiest way to do that for sure. So we just got to change the front cross member. We're going to try to align everything and see what it looks like. So we'll have to get started and see what we got.
So Mike's just getting the engine hoist attached to the 3.8. One reason we decided to go with the Fiero cradle is just because we've heard and researched a lot more about doing that, and we don't really want to try to blaze any new trails by modifying the Cadillac one. As you can see, this one will obviously fit in the car, whereas this cradle is much bigger.
Well, the configuration is completely different. This one has 2 mounting points. This one has 3. This one has bolts that go in horizontally. Those all go up vertically. So really just be too much. Path of least resistance.
Especially since this is not near our only project, right, bro?
Nope. It up.
Okay. This is the first attempt at lifting the engine off the Fiero cradle. If only this could be automatic like the car lift, bro.
Yeah, no, instead of...
It's a little anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Hold it full.
Super great job. I'm gonna jack it up some more.
Pump it up.
Yeah. Keep on going.
Well, what are we gonna do with this now?
Do what? I think our cradle's in good shape.
It's not really rusty or anything.
Nope. No, we just gotta get rid of all the stuff that they, obviously all that, I don't know what is original, what they cut on and all that, so we'll grind it down. But I know we're gonna definitely have to cut this out and move it way forward, or not even move it way forward, we just gotta cut it out. Put something different in.
Yeah, because the Northstar just won't
No, don't fit in
fit
there.
right there.
She's bleeding. Oh, transmission fluid.
Transmission fluid?
Mm-hmm.
GM 3800 for sale.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep, tested and working. You can consult our very first Fiero video. Maybe we should do a giveaway, bruh.
Boy, this would be giving a turd away.
A what?
A turd.
Ghetto giveaway. Where are we going?
I want to set the engine down over there so you can kind of steer it. On that cardboard? Yeah. So you can kind of steer it.
Well,
Good for now.
the fluid doesn't look half bad, bro.
Yeah, clean. Nice red.
You dancing with it, bro?
Yeah, will this ever be a car again?
Well, yeah.
It's got a long way to go. They used some hose clamps, but at least they balanced them. I mean, they're
Yeah.
opposite each other.
I mean, that would have been the genius of the previous install, right?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't know. And obviously they did that on purpose because look, see, this one's, 180 out from each other also. So who said this was not a well engineered swap?
So Mike's gonna kind of explain what we need to do, or our first steps that he sees that we need to do to modify this cradle to hold this big fat girl over there.
Well, really, to modify, we really need to take it back to the way it was from factory first. This obviously is not factory. That's where they put their little homemade transmission mount.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to take these and grind all these brackets that they had off, where they're just kind of cut them off. And then we're going to cut the front cross member out because I know it's not going to go.
This part right here?
Yeah, the front. That whole thing's got to be cut off and cut out. Be nice if we could just reuse it, but see, it gets wider as it goes out towards the front. See how it kind of, if it stayed the same width, we could just cut it and move it and then build mounts off of that, but it gets wider.
Well, those are some nice welds, bro.
Yeah, I think he learned them on the internet.
Not saying we're the best welders either.
Okay.
You haven't ever seen any classic movies?
That's not true.
It's in It's a Wonderful Life. He goes, "My mouth's bleeding, Bird. My mouth's bleeding."
No, I haven't seen that.
But you wouldn't know the significance of that.
Why, his mouth's bleeding?
Yeah.
You're right, I don't know the significance.
Because he got to see what the world would be like if he never existed, because, he was going through a really rough time in his life and he was doubting his value to, the people around him. And so God sends an angel to show him what the world would be like without him.
His angel was a dentist?
Why would you say that?
Well, his mouth was bleeding.
No, it's because he got punched in the mouth beforehand and it was bleeding, and then when he didn't exist, his mouth stopped bleeding. But then when he got to exist again, it started bleeding again.
Look at those quality welds they put on there. I mean, they held.
Until they met an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
No.
A warrior.
I think that one's done.
You have to
Hold it.
hold it.
I'll just hold it like this.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Can't go back now.
that's what I was gonna say. And there's no going back.
Nope. New. Yeah, you see how much water would have to be? Because that's probably about where it's going to have to go. Somewhere about like that.
Yeah, but you need about an inch or two more of length on it, either side.
Know if we can keep it or not. For now.
you able to exist around me, bruh?
Oh yeah, looking like Mr. Wizard.
Because I'm so cool.
Yeah. That's definitely screen cool.
So we finished cutting the one side of the Fiero frame off to make more room for the Northstar engine, and now we're down here. We have a lot of extra Cadillac parts laying around, and good thing too, because it's really going to help us plan this rather than kind of just experimenting on the Fiero cradle with the Northstar we're going to put in it. We're actually going to see if we can, what would you say, Mike?
Well, we're going to just see how, because they actually mounted these in the different cars slightly different ways. So we're going to see whether we're going to use the new DTS mounts, the old DeVille mounts, the old Eldorado mounts. So they have different mounts on all these different years. So we actually are fortunate enough, like you said, to have spare parts left over from a bunch of different cars. So we're going to see which one fits the Fiero cradle the best with the least amount of modifications.
We also have a tape measure just so we can see like what the stock Cadillac cradle measures to fit it, and if we can maybe have room to decrease the size of it a bit. We'll see.
So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this one with the transmission in it, get some measurements so we can go up there, and where we cut the Crossmember out, we're going to roughly see if we can get the same dimensions. And then our ultimate plan is to take this used transmission and that broken engine block we have over there, put them together, and then actually do a rough test fitment on it to make sure that we're in the right ballpark.
So are you measuring the inside, Mike, or the outside?
No, we're doing actually where the center line of the mounts are.
Okay.
Because we don't really care so much. I mean, the inside, I mean, you see there's quite a bit of clearance between here and there. What we actually got to look for is where the center line of the mount would be to the center line of the mount. It's about 28.5 inches.
Okay.
And then we're going to look over, because we're leaving the rear cross member on the cradle.
You need me to help you?
So obviously you can see they mount this. So I don't know if these are roughly the mounts we'll use. This one's obvious, we have to use this one. This one, not quite so obvious. Obviously you see it ripped that motor mount.
Yeah.
More appropriately.
What about the width from the front to the back of the transmission? Do you think we have enough room that way?
Yeah, because it sits above the cradle.
Right, so really just the bottom pan dimensions have to fit inside it.
Yeah, and we know that they do because people's done this before, so there's really no worries about that at all. The only worry really is just trying to, once we weld everything in and raise it up in the car, we don't want the valve covers hitting stuff and things like that. So,
and one other important thing that you mentioned in a different video, but you can kind of see it better here, is we have to get where the axles come out to line up with where the control arms / wheel assemblies are on the Fiero cradle. Right, Mike?
Yep. So this mount is completely different than on the DTS mount. On these years, they actually mounted the transmission mounts to the body of the car, not the cradle. So you can see this is a really weird mount. On the ones, and this one might actually work out better. We'll have to see. On the one that is on the DTS, you'll see they actually put a big motor mount bracket that goes right over here on the side of it.
Do you remember what this was from? What year?
It would be from the older body style. It would be from the DeVille from the 2000 to 2005 DeVille and the 98 to 2004 Seville.
Is this the engine we got to replace the one in the Eldorado 5 years ago?
Yep. See, being order pays off. And so this is one of the brackets. So this would be the bracket that would go on the on the passenger side. And once again, the mounts actually come from the top and pull up on the transmission.
Right, so it's almost like it's sitting inside them.
Yeah, actually this one bolts to the engine like this. So you have that mount right there. and this mount right here on the engine. And they're held to the body, and the front and back are held to the frame. So we got some options, at least that's good. But I have no idea which way is going to be the better approach of the two. I like keeping everything on the cradle so you can raise and lower and don't have to mess with the body of the Fiero, but we shall see.
We're also just messing around in the yard. We want to get rid of this extra parts STS we have. So Mike has a skid steer out, and well, there's a valuable transmission on this thing still, as well as a transfer case for all-wheel drive. So we'll show you how we're gonna get that. Bro, I want that intake.
I know you do.
And that valve cover.
I know. You can have it. It's all yours.
We're saving the doors and the mirror.
Uh-huh.
There's my long lost Crossmember and engine cover, bro.
These are good. What?
Oh, fender wells and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That's actually pretty fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's a whole lot easier to work on. You just flip your car over like this. I recommend it to anybody. You can probably still this drive shaft. Actually, let's pull it from this side. Hold on. Ready? One more. That's the wrong mistake. I got that one. Something fell out. I don't know if the drive shaft sells for any money. Drive shaft is okay. We need that other extension probably too. Another 15.
Something smells.
Something smells.
It's just the transmission fluid.
Yeah.
Guess I'll put it back on.
Yeah. Alright, go. I need that other extension on there, I guess. It's just the body of the torque converter at this point. Let me just drop it. We're not going to hurt anything. This ground is super soft, so watch yourself.
Yay! You don't think you hurt the little shaft back here,
Oh
did you?
no, not at all.
Because it did fall on it.
It hit this bolt.
Okay. Well, that's that.
Yeah.
What'd you used to say all the time?
Like a
Kaboom!
yeah.